And what's up again? Here's part 2 of Super Cub tail repair. That at this point you really have to take your time and make good cuts to make this repair look good. On the first video, you can take the first piece of fabric and wrap around the tubing and trim, and your cut is pretty much inside of your fabric job, so you won't be able to see it. But once you get to the other side, you can't hide those cut seams, so you just have to take your time and do it right. Rough measure the fabric, cut it out, and then we'll take some clamps, kind of clamp it up there in position, and then get started. Let's see, get yourself some good scissors. That'll simplify your life when you're doing fabric work. The first part of the video here, you see me putting some anti-chafe tape anywhere where you think that the fabric is going to have a chafing point. Then you want to put some anti-chafe tape, kind of a cushion for the fabric to ride on. Okay. Once you have it in position, there I am gluing the front edge. Now remember, it's a 2-inch overlap. So right now I'm just kind of eyeballing it, but later on during the video I actually draw my lines and make sure I have a full 2-inch of overlap there. You can see I'm doing the exact same thing I did on the other side. I'm just cutting around anything I have to cut around, so I can fold the fabric around that tubing. You know, corners, attachment points, all that, I just kind of cut around those, and then the rest of the fabric wraps around. The transition area of the spine of the fuselage into the vertical, that tries to fight you a little bit, just because of that curve, basically like an inside curve, I'd say. I'm working on that transition from the spine up to the vertical. So you want to get that glued in there. As the video goes on, you can see that I made 3 or 4 cuts right in that transition so that the fabric can lay over real nice. After you accomplish that, then you glue that section in and you draw your line up the spine. That's going to be your cut line. Now remember, anywhere where you're going to cut, put a bead of polytack right over the line and let it dry. That way when it's time to cut it, you get a nice crisp cut. Then I'll go back to the back end and I'll start working that area while the spine area dries out on me. You don't want to put some polytack on any lines and start cutting right away. You want to let it dry 100% and then cut it out. On the back section, you can see that I'll take the iron and try to form some areas. If you're having some issues with wrinkles and stuff like that when you're forming around a tube, you could use the iron to basically heat form it and make it take that curve and get rid of some wrinkles. So that's kind of what I'm doing there. So you can see the back end, I'm doing the razor blade trick so I could get a nice cut, and then I'll move over to the spine. Remember, I already have it pre-coated with polytack. So I'll cut the spine. Then I'll move over to the other side and measure out my 2-inch overlap. And cut that line out real nice and straight. All right, that pretty much sums it up for video number 2. If you have any questions, please comment below, or you could always call the Polyfiber Factory and ask to talk to Waldo, and I'll be glad to talk to you. Stay posted for the next couple videos. We're gonna take this repair all the way through paint, and we hope it helps you guys out. Have a good day.